Naguib Mahfouz, or shall I say, Naguib Novel. He is the first Arabic Egyptian novelist to win Nobel Prize in 1988. All his novels translated into many languages. I did not read them yet, but I saw many movies made out of his novels. I knew he was a great writer, and he was well organized, and his habits never changed. Like he used to go to downtown cafes to meet friends and write at certain times. For example, he would go to Café Riche every day at 6 p.m. What is Café Riche? I asked the elder people, and the answer was, it is the oldest and most important literary cafe of all. It is a place like Wassata and Picasso used to go to meet other artists and writers. Here at Café Riche were the novelists, politicians, and many other people meeting to discuss life matters. Wow, amazing. I heard a song called Viva the Intellectuals on Café Riche by Sheikh Imam. Now I'm sure I have to know more about the Café Riche. At Talat Harb Street located this old building, standing there like an old man, elegant, between other ugly buildings in the street. In the front, a big sign, Café Riche. At the entrance, a lot of tables, people sitting there, having coffee and chatting.
What is the effect of Café Riche on the literary life of Egypt?
Café Riche is a very valuable piece of the intellectual and the political and social history of modern Egypt. Riche is not only a normal cafe, but played very active and key role in the political life in Egypt in the 20th century, and still playing that role, but not as effective as it was playing, especially in the first half of the 20th century and in the 60s, where the political and intellectual life was full of life in Café Riche. Café Riche used to be an attractive point for all the writers and activists and politicians, especially from the left wing, not only in Egypt, but from all over the Arab world.
Is it true that King Farouk met his second wife Naiman in here?
No, it is not true. It is not true. But it is true that Café Riche has attracted many key persons to visit Riche, because Riche was a place for attracting anyone who wants to work in politics or in writing, not only from Egypt but from all over the Arab world. Examples of the most famous key persons who used to come here. For example, Gamal Abdel Nasser and his friends, but not regularly, used to visit Café Riche. Naguib Mahfouz, who got the Nobel Prize in literature, used to be a regular visitor of Café Riche, and he used to have a circle each Friday for several years, and from this circle many of the famous writers and novelists who are now very famous in Egypt have been regular visitor of Naguib Mahfouz circle in Café Riche. Primakov, who used to be the Prime Minister of Russia, used to come regularly to Cafe Riche, who was a correspondent of Russian newspaper in Cairo during the 60s. Many other famous people used to come to Riche.
Where's the place of the great Naguib Mahfouz used to set for coffee and rice?
Outside in the, he used to come every Friday at 6 o'clock and leaves at 8:30. Naguib Mahfouz was very contrary to any artist or novelist. He used to be very, very punctual, to the extent that if he discovered that it is 5 to 6 o'clock, he will not come. He will go out and come again at 6 exactly, and he used to leave the coffee at 8:50, whatever the guest is. Naguib Mahfouz was a very, very disciplined person, and he used to come 6 and leave 8:30 regularly whenever he is in Egypt, especially during summertime.
Who are the famous writers, novelists, public figures, and politicians used to come here?
If you enter Cafe Riche and have a look into the photos which are exhibited in the whole of the internal cafe, you will see the photos of the famous people. Let us look. You will find the photos of Ahmad Amin, the famous Islamic writer and the famous Islamic intellectual, Dr. Louise Awad, عباس محمود العقاد, طه حسين, توفيق الحكيم, يحيى حقي, يوسف إدريس, فتحي الرملي, كلثوم. When she came to Cairo for the first time, she sung in Cafe Riche, because Cafe Riche have had a theater annexed to the coffee. Now it is in the location of the building one Talat Harb Square. There was a garden and there was a theater of the cafe there, and still they are keeping in the coffee the advertisement of Kulthum singing parties. You can have a look, and it is amazing that the ticket was for 10 pesos at that time.
Cafe Riche played a great role in Egypt's political life. How?
Cafe Riche, because at that time, especially during the 60s, it was a place where the opposition were gathering here, especially the left wing of the opposition during Nasser time. Most of the clients of the cafe were imprisoned because Cafe Riche was center for left opposition at that time. Of course, in the beginning of the century, when the revolution of 1919, also Cafe Riche was a shelter for the opponents of the British colony. And in Cafe Riche, till now you can find a cellar where the revolters used to meet and print the manifesto against the British occupation forces. And there is a secret door behind the bar where the reporter used to use this door to escape if the British police used to come and to invade the cafe looking for the reporter.
Was a part of the Egyptian past revolutions, 1919 and 1952. What is its role in the 25th of January revolution?
In 25th January revolution was really Kafiri was rest house for the reporters. They used to fight in Tahrir Square and found in Kafiri a real shelter and rest house was for during the whole 15 days of the revolution. Most of the days Kafirish was open and was generous enough and opened its arms to receive the reporter. Most of the days Kafirish was open.
It was great meeting you, sir. I had the pleasure to be in Riche Cafe and had the honor to tell my friends about such a unique place in Cairo. All the best for you, and please keep it for the new generation.
يعيش المثقف على مقهى ريش يعيش 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 المثقف على مقهى ريش يعيش 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 محفلط مزفلط كتير الكلام عديم الممارسة عدو الزحام محفلط مزفلط كتير الكلام عديم الممارسة عدو الزحام بكام كلمة فاضية وكام اصطلاح يفبرك حلول المشاكل أوام يعيش المثقف يعيش 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 أهل بلد.
At the end, I can tell that Riche Cafe is still watching the literary life in Egypt and making history. Do not worry about our future.